What's up, everybody? Welcome to Friendship Frequency. This is a podcast where we talk about our real life struggles and what has worked for us. We get vulnerable and discuss our everyday lives, and we invite you to go on this journey to better yourself right along with us. I'm Tab Johnson.
And I'm Aaron Winhorn.
And this is who we are, and this is what we do.
Yo, yo, yo. What up, my friend?
How goes it?
It goes. A lot of changes since we last recorded.
I know. It's so exciting.
I know, right? It's been a week. You've had some changes. I've had some changes. So
yeah. I mean, dude, it's been like the longest week ever. I don't know if it's because of all the changes or just because of the time change but it has been a long week, all week, literally.
Yeah. I pretty much forgot like what day it was. Like,
so did I. Oh my God. So did I. I think on Wednesday I was like, oh well, tomorrow's Thursday. Like, just had like the days confused.
Right.
And then Jason was like, no, tomorrow's only Wednesday. And I'm sorry, what did you say?
Right.
So yeah, just a lot going on, lots of changes. Yeah, it's been a doozy of a week for sure. So, but
right.
One day at a time. So
right.
How's the new apartment?
I'm loving it. It's so much more room, so much more light.
Yeah.
I've been so consumed with like I've been spending so much money buying stuff for the new place. You got
Aaron.
2 bathrooms to stock.
Yep.
Like had shitty towel bars. You can only put 1 towel on it.
Yeah.
I have to put 2.
Yeah.
So I had to buy new towel bars for the master bathroom right there.
Uh-huh.
Garbage cans for both bathrooms. Or I had 1 garbage can, so I had to buy another one. Toilet brush, plunger.
It's like the small stuff you don't think about, like garbage cans and like stuff like that. That's what, I get that. I totally get it. As many times as we've moved, you think I'd be a professional at it, but still, every time we get to a new place, I'm like, oh shit, we need a garbage.
Yeah.
We need a broom.
Well, you're going to be shocked when you come over because, you haven't seen it since you guys helped me move in. So, my sister took me out Saturday for my birthday. She's like the decorating queen. Like, she has to change her whole aesthetic at her place, I swear, like every 6 months to a year.
Listen, I'm here for it. I love that. I love it. If I could afford it, I would.
New couches, like my couch out there used to be hers. Mm-hmm. She bought a new one. Now she's since replaced that new one with a new one. But she took me out shopping. We bought a bunch of pictures.
Cool.
Like decoration stuff that I wouldn't normally do, but it just looks homey. I got some plants.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay.
My other sister stopped by last week during work and brought me a plant. Last Monday? Mm-hmm. Went and had my mole that I've had for my whole entire life cut off. Had my teeth.
Do you feel like you're missing a friend?
Yeah. Except I got a nice little scab there. I met up with my sister on Saturday and she's like, "Did you get your mole removed?" Like that was the first thing she said when she walked up. I was like, "Yeah." It's like sometimes it got really big and hurt, so there was no point
really
to it.
Oh, then he had to go. Sales friend, no free rent here. Yeah, he had to go.
It was benign, so it wasn't cancerous or anything, which was good. Got my wisdom teeth yanked out. My mouth still freaking hurts.
You're still a little swollen too. I can see it. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't help that I'm carnivore and I just eat meat all the time. So it's like my mouth is like telling me, "Hey,
maybe you should
stop."
reboot. Maybe you should reboot. Let it rest a couple days.
Maybe I should.
Well, good. I'm glad. Right on. I'm excited to see your apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Work.
Yeah.
It's been a shit show for me. It's been a shit show for you. Yeah.
To say the least. I don't even know how much detail I should go into. It's been wild. I'll say that. And corporations corporations have a dollar and a bottom line, and that's what it comes down to. And I understand that. I've been in corporations and at a high level of management for long enough to understand that. The problem is I'd never have drank that Kool-Aid. So I do not operate from that mindset. So it is very difficult for me to operate in that mindset. I have, but I choose not to. And I choose to be a leader of people instead of a leader of money and dollar signs. So that being said, and you can tell how fast my demeanor changed around it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a place where I'm keeping my options open. The needs of the business are not in alignment with what I represent as a person or how I want to lead the people that I do lead. It's just not in alignment, and that's okay. That's fine. So I'm just keeping my options open. And I'll tell you what, you see a different side of people. I will say that. You see a different side of people, and me, because I am as trusting as I am and want to see the good in everyone, I get disappointed a lot. So, lesson learned. I'll say that. Lesson learned, and super grateful for my recovery through this process. Like, let me tell you that. Yeah, initially it didn't go so well. And I reacted instead of, kind of taking a minute. I still would stand by how I reacted today, but I could have done it in a better, more professional way.
Yeah.
So recovery was out the window. But either way, I still stand by what I said. And, just keeping my options open at this point. And going to continue to be the person that I am at the core, where I care about people. I lead people. I don't lead dollar signs. So, yeah, that's where we are with that in the most professional way that I can put it.
And that's the way of the world, though. Unfortunately, is that companies want to make the dollar, and they don't necessarily care how they do it.
Yeah, very true. Very true. And listen, the industry that I'm in is about to go through some big, hard times because we get our glass from China. So there you go.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a tight. It's gonna be a hard push to cut costs and a hard push to trim the fat. And listen, I understand it. I get it. As a business, you have to protect your assets and cut costs where you can. And so I understand that part. I think as a person, as an individual, then it becomes your responsibility to make the choice on whether that's in alignment with you or not. And for me, it's just not. So, and that's okay. I still have bills to pay, but I'll keep my options open. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But
big improvement from how you dealt with it than the previous Tabatha.
Yeah. Previous Tabitha, buildings would have been on fire.
Right.
Yeah, there would have been a 9 o'clock news story. Yeah, and I knew something was coming. I knew it was coming. I wasn't exactly sure what it was going to be, but I think that helped. I knew something was coming. And I'll say this, I'm super grateful and I'm super blessed to have the team of people that I have under me and with me, because I'll tell you what, they stepped up in a way that I knew, but I also know we have bills to pay and, things like that, families to take care of. But I'll tell you what, though, my people showed up for me, and I appreciate that more than they'll ever know. So
That's great.
that's those people are more than just a team for me. They're part of my family. So that was huge. That was huge. I'm super grateful and super blessed to be able to say that. So yeah.
That's
Yep.
awesome.
So since then, just been playing the game and doing what I got to do, and you know, making sure that T's are crossed and I's are dotted, and
Right.
doing the damn thing. So, but I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay because I know that whatever happens, I'll be okay. And I think sometimes, and I've said this to you before, God does for us sometimes what we can't do for ourselves. And so I'll be okay.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, I'll put Jason on the corner. I'm okay with it. Just kidding. I'm just
That's
kidding.
funny.
Kind of.
Right.
So, but yeah. Um, there's a lot of big changes going on around us. I don't even know the whole story yet. Like, as far as our side hustle goes, I don't even know. Like, I didn't know anything about it until you said something. I was like, what? Wait.
Yeah.
So,
I was pretty shocked too, but I mean, obviously there's some people that are excited about it, but there's some people that hate Herbalife.
yeah.
And
I think that's always, though. You're always going to have that group of, people that aren't happy with it versus people that are, super excited. I don't know enough about either or that in general, the whole situation in general, or Herbalife to say whether it's good or bad or whatever. So,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I do know Herbalife's been around, what
45 years, I think.
45 years, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's 45 years.
I think the main thing that they were after was the technology that they announced at Epic.
Yeah.
Or the
protocols.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That I'm excited about. Like, I don't know about the rest of it, but that I'm excited about. Customized ketones. Listen, what? Absolutely.
Right. Yeah.
I'm here for that. Sure. So,
P's gonna stay around, I guess the way it is for 2 years.
yeah.
Prove it, and then I think Herbalife will start selling it or incorporating it somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, I still don't know all the details. True, full disclosure, like I'm in it, but I'm not in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's been so crazy the last couple of weeks. Yeah, so crazy the last couple of weeks.
I'm still gonna drink it. I'm still gonna share it when people ask about it, or I still wear my swag, but I'm not gonna be full out. It's not my interest anymore. So
yeah, for sure, for sure. Jason and I had to have a heart to heart last night. It's been almost 2 weeks since we've been to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough for me. It really, and I feel it, like mentally, I feel it.
Yeah. So what's going on with that?
I don't know necessarily there's anything in particular going on. Jason got really sick. Our schedules weren't lining up. Jason's supposed to be in Utah right now. Then something ended up happening with Utah. Then my work stuff happened. It just all like kind of everything fell apart like all at the same time. And so we both, we were getting in bed last night, and I see I put my workout clothes out every night because it's just easier. It makes me get up in the morning. I have to get up and get ready instead of fumbling around in the dark. So they've been sitting there like the same set of workout clothes because I haven't put them on. And I told Jason, I was like, okay, listen, like, I get it. The time change has jacked us up. I understand that. Like, on Sunday, that's it. We're done. Like, no more bullshit. Back to the gym. Yeah. And he's like, okay. He's like, for real, we need to. My little app that I have that tells me what workouts to do and the percentage of my muscles have recovered or whatever. That fucking thing pinged the other day and was like, pretty much, bitch, all your muscles are 100% recovered. Why are you not in the gym?
That's funny.
I showed Jason, I was like, I've never felt so attacked by an app before.
Right. I'd be like, bitch, shut up. I mean, full disclosure, I haven't been to the gym since I moved either. You know, it was moving, getting situated, then the teeth thing. I wanted to go to the gym last week and this week, but my mouth is just like throbbing too much.
Dude,
and
I think
when
too
I
with
increase my blood pressure,
mm-hmm.
it starts.
I was gonna say that like, exertion of force, like it's gonna hurt even worse. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But here's what I was thinking about with that. The reason I brought that up. Typically, I would go and spiral.
Yeah.
But last night I was thinking about it and I'm like, listen, this isn't just a go to the gym so you can get fit and look the way you want and then stop. This is a new life change, a life changing thing that you've started.
Yeah.
This is going to be forever. It's okay if in forever you have 2 weeks that you don't hit the gym the way you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Because this is it. This is our new, from here on out. Shit's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Life is gonna get fucking real. You know what I mean?
That is facts, but it's also facts that it's a lot harder to get back in the routine.
It is.
When you stop. So
for sure.
I'm glad that you can recognize that as well as myself, because taking 2 weeks off or so sucks. But I plan on getting back into it. It's what I want to do.
Yeah. It's more, I miss the mental of it more than anything.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I like not being able to walk the next day or not being able to lift my arms up all the way. Like, I don't enjoy that. That is not a good time for me. But I miss the mental that it does for me. The stress 100%. Release, the pumping myself up in the morning and just getting focused on it. Yeah. And just having nothing but me in the gym in my headphones for that hour or whatever. Yeah. So I miss the mental of it more than anything. But again, super proud of myself because any other time this would have been, oh my God, here we go again. So, and it's not this time. This is just part of it. And I know that, we'll pick back up. It's going to suck to get up that early in the morning again.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like the new schedule because I'm off at 3:00 every day. And the only day that I can't go to the gym is Wednesday. So, once my mouth is well enough that it's not going to hurt. Then...
Dude, and no traffic. You're off at 3:00 and you're done. Like, no traffic, no nothing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I gotta go to Seattle tomorrow, and I'm like, ugh.
I go from my bed on the other side and through that bathroom to straight in here, 6:00 in the morning, Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
Work's been nuts.
You think is it the season change? Because we're picking up too. Like, we're getting busier too because the weather is getting nicer.
Well, we onboarded a new client March 1st.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
And
they had quite a few hotels, didn't they?
Well, they only have 15.
Oh, only 15.
Yeah.
Only.
But the problem is when the support started, we had no access to any of their computers, no access to any of their servers, no passwords. So the previous company that provided support for them finally gave us login credentials on Wednesday of this week.
Hell.
Yeah. So
was that like intentional, you think?
It was. Well, wow. They also pushed an update yesterday that took down all the computers. It segregated them from the network, so they had no internet. So we had to scramble. We're getting calls after calls. We're like, trying to figure out what's going on, they basically pushed a CrowdStrike update that segregated the workstations from the internet.
Wow. That's wild.
So not only did we not really have the right credentials for all the properties, we had to work with the end user that they don't know much about computers and walk them through how to uninstall an app.
It's like trying to walk me through something.
Yeah.
Poor people.
I mean, it's not that hard, but it's, not having the right credentials because,
Yeah. Yeah.
So they just sent us a big folder full of documents that were just random. Half the time the passwords don't work.
The drama in the IT world, who knew?
It's crazy. Just like when CrowdStrike pushed that update that took down all the Windows servers and computers last year.
Yeah. That didn't affect us. We were fine. We made it through that. Okay. Like, it didn't really affect us that much.
It affected all the airports, hospitals.
Yeah. Yep.
Bigger corporations.
Yep.
That used CrowdStrike to do major updates, security updates.
Yeah, I don't think we do that. So wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, friend. It's been a doozy of a couple weeks. Like, I can tell you that. I do know. So there's a KLP going on tonight that neither one of us are attending.
I didn't even know about it.
Ken and Teresa are having a get together at their house, but it didn't start till 7, and it's a school night. Like 8:00, 8:15. I'm headed up the stairs to go to bed, and
I didn't even hear about it. So
full disclosure, like I am. As soon as we're done, I'm going to take a shower and Mimi's.
So, I took my shower before the episode, so.
Smart. I have to too. I was moving windshields around today, and I'm pretty positive I walked through some spider webs and played, ninja in the air because, like, it was gross.
Right.
So, but yeah, I think through all of this, I just have learned that I think it's helped me with my work-life balance. I'll say that. I have finally accepted that your 9 to 5 job will ask more and more and more, but will replace you tomorrow. So maybe that was the lesson I needed to learn. I don't know.
God knows I haven't been trying to instill that in you for.
I know. Listen, I'm difficult. I admit that. I admit that.
It's just like this.
If I can't explain it I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. Okay, friend. All right, listen. Fucker.
An old coworker.
Just had to, like, it was, I don't know. I still don't even know how to explain it. Like, accepting a hard truth, I guess, maybe, or understanding a hard truth.
Yeah.
I don't know. Either way, I'm good with it. So,
I mean, there's just lessons in life that we need to learn for ourselves.
True.
It just goes back to like our parents telling us stuff as we were kids. And it's like, no matter how much anybody told us that growing up, we had to experience it ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. I catch myself more and more as far as a parent now telling my dad, I know what you're saying now. I understand it. I get what you were saying.
Yeah.
And my dad just laughs, and I'm like, okay, I get it. I understand it now.
They're not always right, but there's just something to be said about life experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
True.
Nothing can be really taught. You have to learn it, really.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I've always been.
Yeah.
Me and you were similar, but I'm stubborn. Don't matter how many times you tell me.
What? No. Me either. No, we're a lot of things, friend. That is not one of them. Okay. It's humbling. I'll tell you that. And it's humbling, and it definitely put priorities into perspective for me. is what it did, I think. And for the first time, I think I truly understood I don't want to live someone else's dream. I want to get to mine and work towards mine, or mine and Jason's, ours. And I think that was the first time that I truly was like, yeah, what the fuck am I doing? So, you know,
Let
again,
me
God
let me
showing up.
ask you. Let me ask you, what is your dream?
I think to be able to, spend more time together and not, because Jason and I both are so career focused, and we always have been. And that comes from the military. Like, there's no question about
Yeah,
that. When he was even after I was active duty, but he was still active duty, our focus was on his career, making sure I'd handled everything else. The only thing he had to do was show up and go to work every day, whatever that looked like, because of his job in the military. So, my way to contribute at that point was just to be everything for everyone else. So, he didn't have to worry about it. And so, we're both super career driven. But I think as we've gotten older, and maybe it has to do with the self development, maybe it doesn't, I don't know, we've learned, or we're learning, I guess I should say, that none of that matters. It doesn't matter how high you promote or what rank you get to or where you are. There's a new level of problems that come with that. And the most important thing we have is each other and my kid, our people, and the time that we spend together with them, because you don't get that back. So, you know, it definitely brought us to a point of, okay, what's really important? What are things that we are really important to us that we want to focus on? So, we've made some plans to go camping this summer. We used to go camping all the time, to go camping this summer and do some hikes and stuff like that. And even if it's just him and I, because, Jaden's at that age where Jaden wants to be with friends and go do
yeah,
whatever, even if it's just him and I, like, that's a priority. That's what's important. And going through this with my job, I would have never ever been like, yeah, I'll take the weekend off and we'll go do whatever. Now you can bet your ass I'm using every fucking one of them PTO days,
right,
because I didn't last year.
yeah,
And him too, same thing. So we just have always put our careers first, and we learned in this that they'll say adios and won't even think twice.
yeah,
So,
100%.
our dream is just to be able to spend more time together. Homestead, I'm just saying, that's mine. Jason is kind of like you. He's like,
Right.
but,
I,
just be
I,
self-sufficient and not have to freaking sell your soul to the devil to get a paycheck, you know? So, yeah, yep. I
life is
will say
good.
too, like, he, because when it happened, I wasn't spinning necessarily, like I wasn't spiraling, but I was pissed. And I came home. Obviously, I told him right then when it happened, and I had to get my stuff, and he come and got his stuff, and that night he just was like, "It doesn't matter, whatever happens, we're gonna be fine." And he kept saying it, and he kept saying it, and he finally like put his hand on my chest, and he's like, "It doesn't matter, we're gonna be fine." And I was more worried about him feeling the pressure of having to pay all the bills. And he was like, "It doesn't matter, we'll be fine." And in that moment, that's what I needed. So that was huge, huge. Because I think that's the thing that kept me from, you know, because that could have been bad, friend. That could have been, it had the potential to be really bad.
It could have. It definitely could have been.
And then, Saturday when we went on the walk, it had already happened. And Saturday morning, I was like, by then I had already got a phone call asking to have a meeting to come back. But Saturday felt like there wasn't that looming pressure, that looming in the background. You know what I mean? So that was another thing that I was like, yeah, you feel a lot lighter. Your energy is a lot lighter without this. So,
yeah, I know it's been in contention for you for a long time.
yeah, yeah. And a lot of it for me was pride. I had to come to the realization that a lot of it was pride. It was my ego and my pride, and oh God, what are they going to think? Type mindset. And now I'm just like, why does it matter?
Right.
Like they'll be ready to you in a second. Why does it matter? So,
yeah,
you know, but so big lessons learned. Big lessons learned for sure. And I'm grateful for that. I'm not thrilled about the way it all went down, but I'm grateful for the lessons because I think it couldn't have come at a better time because I needed that. Like it's something, it's something I've struggled with for a while.
yeah,
And I needed those lessons and I just had to learn them the hard way. So it's okay. It's okay.
yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah. This job's what's the word? Huge difference from my last employer.
Yeah.
It's weird because like all the employees at my job, they will work extra time to get issues resolved.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm done at 3:00.
Yeah.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
maybe that doesn't look good, but that's just the way I am.
Yeah. But see, that's you putting you as a priority. You know what I mean? And that's what I had to learn. Ultimately, what I had to learn is stop
Yeah,
giving everything around you, every piece of you, because at the end of the day, you have nothing left for you.
yeah,
I had nothing left for me.
right,
And I just am not interested in that anymore. And maturity, getting old, I don't know what you want to call it. Either way, I'm glad I'm here.
right.
So, the relationships that I have and the people that are in my life are more important. So, yeah.
Yeah,
And
100%.
unfortunately, I think a lot of people are going through this right now. A lot of corporations, a lot of businesses are going through this right now.
Yeah,
Off the top of my head, I can think of at least three or four other people that I know are going through something similar at different businesses.
yeah.
So,
And
I
my
think,
sister works for AT&T corporate. I
yeah,
swear that they restructure that organization so often. It's just insane. Like
yeah,
I don't know how many. I think my sister's been there over 12 years, and they've reorged like 5, 6 times and lay a bunch of people off during COVID. Everybody worked from home, and then 4 or 5 months ago, they're like everybody's got to start coming back to the office
hmm,
and work from the office because I mean, let's be real. People get used to working from home and they slack off
yeah,
and
yeah.
aren't being as productive when they're not left to their own devices.
That's true. But I've also read a study that says that people are more productive because they're happier. I think you have to define what productive means. And I think every company has their own KPIs or, you
Yeah,
know, points and targets or bullet point, whatever you want to call them, to judge that. And I think it works really well for some companies. And then I think other companies, it's more difficult depending on what the task is.
yeah,
Like it's for me, I could work from home every day, but I miss people. I like the interaction with my team. And so I go in, but on the days that I do need to work from home, I do. It's just, I think everybody is different. And I think people are getting more knowledge and more expanding their mind to understand that a traditional 9 to 5 job or 8 to 5, whatever you want to call it, a traditional clock in and clock out type job is not the only way to be successful in the world. That's what I think is happening.
yeah. I
So,
meant on salary, and I meant my schedule's 6 to 5 Monday through Friday, or 6 to 3 Monday through Friday. And, I miss working at the hotel because I like being around people.
Right.
I had one of...
Dude, you're really going to miss it this summer when you don't have that water right there by you all the time.
I am. I had the accountant reach out to me via Teams from the hotel, and he's like, "We miss you around here. How are you like working from home?" I said, "I miss going in there 2 times a week, being around people, to be honest with you."
Right.
And he's like, "Well, please, we want you to stop by sometime." And so it is what it is. I mean, I'm happy. I'm grateful to have a job that, I could do from home, and I'm not required to travel a bunch.
Right.
My employer asked me last week during the move week, he's like, "Hey, we got a job out in California. Can you fly out there to do it?" And he wanted me to go. So he asked me on Thursday or Friday. And I was like, "Well, that's my move week. Trying to get situated is just not a good time." So I passed up on it. But I told him
and I would have been all over that.
And California? I told him I was... Heck yeah. I told him I was open to, travel and do some work. But it just wasn't good timing.
Right. Yeah, that was hard. That would have been hard too, especially right when you moved. Yeah. You're already like disheveled. You know what I mean? Like until you get everything situated, you're like, and then to go and have to travel to and be in a foreign place. Yeah. So
it would have been a 1 or 2 day job. And I was just like,
yeah, I'm supposed to go to Oregon at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Right. more will be revealed.
Yeah. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
No, she's been a long week. I think the time change I do enjoy, like, I still go to work in the dark, but I don't come home in the dark. So I'm grateful for that. Right. I do feel like we're getting some daylight back, and the weather is not nearly as cold. Although today was wild. It was like hail, snow, rain, like all in a matter of 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But
I know I looked out the window. I was on a long call, and I got off the call, and I looked out the window, and the whole ground was white. And I'm like, what the hell?
Oh my God, not again. It's funny because our account manager is from Minnesota. Mm-hmm. And so he's used to big snow, like feet of snow. And that couple of days, like last week or the week before, when it was like 60 and it was really pretty outside, he was like, "Oh my God, it's beautiful. How can you not like this? Like, this weather's perfect." And I'm like, "Hold on, Turbo. This is fake spring. Don't get too excited yet." I'm like, "This is fake spring. This is not the real deal." I'm like, "This is not it yet. Just hold on. We're not done." He's like, "Oh no, you're kidding." And I'm like, No, I'm not kidding. Like, don't get too excited yet.
Yeah.
So, right. But it has been nice. Like, there's been some really nice days. Yeah. So I just am glad that it's not freezing cold anymore, like freezing in rain. So yeah, I'll take that. I haven't been able to do my little planners yet. I really got to do those. I'm telling you, there's not enough time in the day, and this is why I need to be self-sufficient, so I can have the time to do whatever I want.
Yeah, right.
But we'll get there.
Yeah. I definitely need to find a hobby. Like, I've spent the last week and a half buying a bunch of stuff for the apartment, and of course it needs to be built. So, like, I've built a coffee table.
Did you get that one that you sent me?
I did. Yeah.
I can't wait to see that. Yeah. That's going to be so cool.
It's a little small for the area, but it works. I didn't plug in the LED lights because I have that carpet.
Right.
I would have to cut a hole in the carpet to run the wire underneath.
Underneath it? I don't do that.
Yeah, so I was like, no lights. I have the lights on the back of the TV. That's good enough. Oh, yeah. I put LEDs around the back of the TV.
Heck yeah. It's like a for real bachelor pad over there. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Man cave. Right on.
So, yeah. I bought a new desk. Remember the one I had? It was probably 3 feet too short for my command center.
Yep. And it was narrow. It was really, it was way more narrow than I thought it was. It wasn't like deep. You needed one that was deeper. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got a proper one. It's 71 inches long.
Heck yeah.
And then the smaller ones over there for that computer over there.
Right on. Well, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Like 2 separate workstations. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
That works. Yeah, smart.
The gaming
I'm excited for you, friend.
The gaming rig over there. I don't game, but it's for you know who.
Yeah. I'm excited, friend. That's so fun.
Yeah.
I'm sure it looks amazing. I actually was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. I went to Seattle, and on my way home it was like 3:30, 4 o'clock. I was like, I should go buy errands. And then I saw the traffic and I was like, never mind. That's gonna have to wait another day. Like, it's like I refuse to exit right now.
Yeah, I hear that. It's insane. You're welcome anytime, maybe Saturday.
Yeah, I gotta go to Seattle tomorrow, but it's literally up there and right back to 5. I just have a meeting up there tomorrow. So, but yeah, maybe we'll swing by on Saturday and see the new stuff. That'd be fun.
It's not complete yet, but it's 98% there. You'll just have to see it. But
it just is so much, like, it's such a difference from your old apartment with the light and just more space, and which is good because now that you're working from home, like sitting in your old apartment, I would have had to come over there and like dig you out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this new one with all the light and stuff, I'm like, oh, thank God, I don't have to worry about it as much.
Yeah, for sure. And my friend that's going to make the neon sign, she texted me today and she's like, I'm still working on it. I've been really busy. I haven't forgot about you. So.
Yeah, no, take your time. Like, she's doing us a favor. So
excited to have.
Yeah, that'll be cool. I'm going to move
friendship
this shelf.
Frequencies.
Yep, I'm going to move the shelf and put it right there so we can see it on mine. That's going to be so awesome. It's going to be so official.
Yeah. Right.
No, we're moving and grooving, friend. Just life is life, you know?
It is.
That's what it is. I'm super
what
excited
it's all about. Yeah. Excited for you too. Whatever's new is coming.
Whatever new is coming. That's right. It will be.
I hate change, but change is most of the time good.
Yeah. I don't mind change. But I need it to make sense.
Yeah.
And I need it to be for the greater good. And
well, this is for the greater good.
Yeah, for me. Yes, for me. Absolutely. Yes. But what was happening, in my opinion, was not for the greater good.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I just will always be that person that will take care of my people first.
Yeah.
And I am proud of that. And that probably will never change. So
that's why people
I need to work for a company that's like rainbows and butterflies apparently, and not so much bottom line dollar.
Yeah. For sure.
So no, it'll be fine. Whatever it is, it'll be fine. And I'm sure I will excel at that and be just fine. So I don't stress it like I did. And that I'm grateful for.
Right.
I am grateful for that.
Stress does us no good.
Yeah. Stress will kill me. I know. I watched my sitting heart rate at 123 beats a minute.
Right.
And I was like, well, if I don't die and stroke out first.
Yeah, right.
And I said that laughing, but I was so serious when I said it. Like,
yeah,
I was like, yeah, we'll see. So, whichever one comes first. But
right.
I just am at peace with whatever happens. I'm at peace with where I am mentally and how I'm handling the situation. And I'll tell you what, I've probably never dove so hard into my recovery as I have through that. So I'm excited because I have a conference coming up that I'm going to. I have another one in May that I'm going to. I have one in
Nice.
October that I'm going to.
Wow.
So it's going to be fun. And this one, the first one I'm going to is at Lake Chelan, and I've never been there. I'm
Wow.
like, heck yeah, I'm going.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
So yeah, it'll be good. It's now that I've done or dove into it this way, like it's been really good for me to learn the structure, I guess I would say, the structure of it and what is entailed in each level of that structure and where I fit in and where I'm at and obviously the mental and the emotional stuff too, but like just learning that has been super helpful for me because before I didn't even know that any of that existed. So, yeah, I'm super excited about it. Meals
Awesome.
included, everything. I was like, heck yeah, I'm going.
Hell yeah.
So, and the one in May is up north in like Stanwood. So almost all the way up there, and it's like at a resort cabin type situation. I was like, I'll go. I will do it. Absolutely.
That's awesome.
So, and it's helping me build relationships with people outside of my home group and outside of, I've never heard their story before or
Yeah.
I've never listened to, stuff from them. And so it's allowing me to build relationships with them and it's just a whole new level of, my group is a little group here in Graham, little tiny home group. And don't get me wrong, I love my group. Like I'm comfortable there. But when you hear someone else who you've never heard before, you pick up pieces. And you're like, oh shit, yeah, absolutely. That's so it's been awesome. It's been really good. Been really
It's
good.
awesome.
So
I'm glad you're liking it.
yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
glad that it's helping you.
Me too. More than anything. Listen, them daily readings, I'm trying to tell you, and they're always spot on. Spot on. It's like creepy spot
Yeah.
on. I'm always like, okay, I get it. Like, maybe back off a little. Maybe don't
Yeah.
be so direct. So, yeah, it's been good though. It's been fun. It's been fun. I've learned a lot and it's 100% 100% has to do with where I'm at right now. No doubt about it. And that's because of you, friend. That's all
Hey,
you. I try. You try.
thank you.
All right? For real.
Yeah.
So, what do you got planned for the weekend?
Nothing really other than the walk Saturday. Probably should go up and visit my dad. I haven't seen him
Well, how's
since
he doing?
not too well.
Oh, no.
I mean, the heart stuff is fine, but he's in a crappy rehabilitation center. It's like
Oh,
half retirement home, half recovery center, whatever.
yeah.
But they just treat people like shit there. Like they've left him in his excrement for
Oh my God.
multiple hours, and since he's been in there, like he hardly had any muscle
Right.
left anyway, but he was at least able to get up and walk with his walker. Now he can't even
Oh
stand up.
my God.
And his roommate was having a hard time breathing, and he kept pressing the nurse's button, and they didn't would not come in, and he ended up having to call 911. The guy was having a stroke.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Is that legal? That's
My
so sad.
my sister was going to reach out to his caseworker because apparently that's the only place that his Medicare would pay for.
Huh?
And which is just shit.
Right.
And they told him that they're either going to pay for his apartment or the assisted living place. They're not going to pay for both. So he can't like live on his own, obviously, because he can't walk.
Right.
And so he's pretty much stuck to be at that place, and he doesn't want to be in
that's so sad.
Assisted living home. So I don't know what to do.
That's rough, Aaron. That's rough. That is, especially when it would be different if he was in a place that was encouraging him to get his strength back and stuff like that. But if what's happening with his roommate, like that's tough. That's tough. Damn, I hate to hear that.
And it sucks, because that wasn't our intention. It was just to get him stronger and send him to a rehab facility.
Right.
And,
would they pay for someone to come into his apartment?
My sister's going to inquire about that. Yeah, but they would have to be there 24/7.
Yeah, like a live-in, you know what I mean? I mean, even then though, there needs to be like obviously a strict, very thorough interview process because my God, I've seen shit on TV about stuff going crazy with that. Dude, that makes my heart hurt. I instantly am like, maybe I need to open an old folks home. Like, just love on it. Like, and maybe it's a culture thing. I don't know. Old people or our elders for me, like, they put my grandmother, my dad's mom, in she had dementia and she had to go live in a place like this. I would never forget. I went home on leave from the Navy one time and she just cried and cried when we left. Like she begged my dad to take her out of there. I will never forget that. Like I mean, obviously sometimes it's not feasible. And I don't want my kids to do it with me. Like I want my kids to go live their best life and stuff like that and not have to worry about me or Jason. But you would think that this country would do more. And it's sad that they don't to protect our elders. You know what I mean?
But they don't even protect our veterans, so why would they protect the elderly?
Trust, friend, I know. Preach to the choir. Yeah. So that's so heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's disturbing. It's like how these facilities can get away with it. You don't leave somebody in their excrement for
that's what I'm saying.
Hours, so like
that breaks my heart. That really breaks my heart. Oh, I hate that. That's tough, friend. Let me know if we can do anything. I don't know what we would do, but
yeah, I don't even know what we're gonna do. So. I mean, it's not my intention because I know most people that go to retirement homes, they just go there to die. Yeah. And that's kind of where he's at is he does not want to be there. When they first asked him, he asked, he asked to have a DNR added.
Yeah, you told me that.
And my sister got him to change his mind. So I'm sure he's depressed. He doesn't want to be there. So
for sure. And if that's the energy that's running around that place, like, I could imagine. Absolutely.
But it's like we can't like take him home, because all three of us work. There's no way we could be there to assist him, even if he was at home, if he can't take care of himself.
That's rough. I hate that. That hurts my heart. I'm sorry to hear that, friend. Yeah, I'm sorry about your friend that passed too. I don't even know what the situation is with that, but that sucks.
Yeah, health problems. He moved and married a lady in Taiwan. Not Taiwan, but one of the Asian countries.
Philippines, I think, yeah.
And he just had some bad health problems, and I guess I don't know the story, but I knew he had bad health problems, and I've known him since like 2000.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's rough, friend. That's rough.
He was actually one of my sponsors the first time I was sober.
Really?
So,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, Aaron.
Yeah. So,
Sorry, friend.
It sucks. It's part of life, though, unfortunately.
Yeah. It is. It doesn't make it any easier, but it definitely is.
Yeah.
For sure. Don't try and fucking die on me, friend. I'll kill you first.
I'm not. I felt like
Aaron
I was
just had
last
a birthday.
week.
Listen, Aaron just had a birthday. Okay? Good. He tried to convince me that he was turning 49 or 48. And I was like, no, sir, you're turning 49. He was like, wait, am I? Yes, you're turning 49, sir. He was like, shit, I don't even know how. I was like, oh my God, it's already starting.
Yeah.
The memory is going already.
I don't want to get 50. I didn't want to turn 40, and now it's creeping up on 50. That's just
you know
crazy.
Which one was rough for me? 30.
Yeah.
30 was I distinctly remember like calling my mother-in-law and like crying. I can't believe I'm going to be 30.
Yeah.
Like 30 was rough. If you ask her, she'll tell you every year I get older, it's rough.
I don't know. 50's fucking old. I don't look old. I don't feel like I even look.
But you know what? It's funny. That morning, Saturday, before we had the walk, I was telling Jason, I was like, yeah, he's going to be 49. He was like, really? I was like, yeah. I was like, he goes, damn. And I was like, that's not that far from us. He goes, that's what I'm saying. He was like, fuck, right? We're almost 4. I was like, I know. But when you say it out loud, doesn't it seem so weird?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't feel 45. I'll be 45 this year. And I'm like, what? And then I think about, oh my God, you have a kid that's married. Oh my God, you have a grown ass son. And Jaden will graduate high school next year. And I'm like, God, where did it go? Like, where did the time go for real? Right. So, yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Listen, we're the coolest old people I know, friend. So I'm here for it.
I agree. I'm a badass old person.
That's what I'm saying. Me too. I'd hang out with me all day long.
Right? Yeah, for sure. Well,
I'm glad we checked in, friend.
Yeah.
We both have been busy, so we have people. I don't even think people realize we haven't even really talked in a few days. I mean, chit chat here and there, but nothing like we normally do, just because we've both been so busy.
Yeah.
So
I know. I was like tripping. Like I didn't even remember walking Saturday, which is weird. And then it got to be middle of the week, and I'm like, I didn't even talk to Tabatha to see what happened on Sunday.
I thought I had told you. I thought I had talked to you.
No.
I was like, did I not tell you this already? So yeah, we've been busy.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it is what it is. No news is good news. Like, that's when it goes like that. No news is good news.
I'm sure I would have heard Tabatha goes to jail.
You would have known. Middle-aged Hispanic woman has burned down a building in Fife.
No, sir.
So you would have known. I'm sure Jason would have been like, oh, this bitch. Aaron, I've got to do something.
Right.
So, no, we needed to check in. This was good. We needed to check in and just make sure each other's okay. So.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm okay. You're okay. We're okay.
Yeah. We're not dead. We're alive.
Right?
Yeah.
I know. I feel it every morning when I get up, though. Snap, crackle, and pop.
Yeah, I hear that.
So, all right, friend. Well, I'm good if you're good.
I'm good. Let's do it.
Adios, y'all. Have a good night.
Peace. Please like and subscribe and share, and don't be afraid to reach out to us with feedback and topic ideas. We are here to offer hope to everyone, and we cannot do it without you. Until next time, I'm Aaron.
I'm Tab.
And this is the Friendship Frequency. This is who we are, and this is what we do. Have a good night. Peace.
Good night.